Okay, good evening. Hi, hello. Welcome to a little FPS called Off Brand. I'm Kraken. I'll be playing Craigory Danthew. And with me today.
Hi, I'm RJ. I'm playing everyone else, but I will be starting with Jacques and Asclepius.
Truly is just a. We'll see where we go from there, I guess.
Yeah, the entire roster that I have will depend upon what happens. So,
Yeah. I don't know, it's up to you and reactions, I guess. We'll find out. Angst warning for today. Medium high? We'll see.
medium high sounds a good start.
We'll see. Definitely not lower than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm figuring this takes place very shortly after Friendly Chat 3 with Lynn. Because in that, some very concerning things and reactions happened.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, her reaction was essentially go, yeah, go talk to the spookies about that. They know magic. Magical bullshit. Whatever this is.
Like getting referred to the doctor.
Yeah. Go to the doctor, get prescribed with magical bullshit.
Prescribing magical bullshit. God.
We diagnose you.
We diagnosed you as, oh, you're a little fucked up, actually.
Is there a cure?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah. Think in that case, between Lynn and probably Kara, Craigory got shuffled right back to the manor.
Oh yeah, you've been fucking fast tracked, baby. Like you stepped out of network, turned a corner, and the manor's just slap bang in fucking front of you.
It's the easiest transit Craigory's ever had in this town.
Yeah.
But oh boy. He goes in like it's a good idea, but also he doesn't particularly want to disturb said town spookies, leaders, whatever you want to call them. But at the same time, it's like for every step he takes, Kara's probably shuttling him along faster, directly to. There's no avoiding this at this point.
If it weren't for the fact she's reasonably sure it would cause him to trip and eat shit, she would be moving the flagstones under his feet.
That's very considerate of you, Kara. Thanks.
She can be nice sometimes.
As a treat.
Yes. But yes, you are summarily shuffled up to the door and then through the door of the manor. Into the foyer.
Yeah. Craigory knows how this works by now. If he just keeps on walking, he'll end up where he needs to be, as nervous as he is about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you walk into the foyer, there's a pair of double doors in front of you that you walk through, and there is a big-ass ballroom with a big-ass throne on the other side, with some doors on the sides, and then there's one behind the throne that I don't think you can see from this angle, but it's there. And as you kind of step into the ballroom and begin crossing it, one of the doors on the sides opens up, and a very tall skeleton is shuffled out on the floorboards.
Oh no.
Very much. Kara, I can tell you're taking me somewhere. Where are we going exactly? Oh, hello, Mr. Danthew.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Kara.
There's a little flip of a floorboard like a wave.
I mean, Jacques can roll insight if he likes.
Yeah, he fucking will. Where's your instant modifier? Ooh.
Ooh?
It's a good thing his modifier is so high. That's a 13.
2 on the dice. God. Jacques, my man. What has he just been taken away from? He's clearly distracted.
You might be distracted by your sudden negative reaction, because he did just say Mr. Danthew.
Yeah. It didn't help. So between that and also just, I think Jacques can't quite read exactly what this is, but for the audience, Craigory's brain just immediately went, oh no, it's the mayor. He's a bit more familiar with Asclepius. Oh no.
I think you can tell there's some kind of negative reaction just because his fucking modifier is so high.
Yep.
So he does, like, pause, not move closer, and just go, would you prefer if I went and got my husband?
Well, I mean, no, it's something you probably need to hear is the thing. So it's fine. It's cool.
Okay. In that case, why don't you follow me? Come take a seat in the dining room while I go and grab Asclepius. Because if I need to hear this, he would likely need to hear this as well.
And Craigory does that.
Yeah, walks back to the door he just came out of, holds it open for you. Mm-hmm. And there's like a short hallway. And then he opens one of the doors on the side, and it goes into this fairly nice looking hallway. Very nice looking dining room, even with a long table, some high back chairs. Just if you just take a seat, and then ducks out the room to go grab Asclepius. You hear him walking off, the clack of his cane on the floorboard.
Mm-hmm. Well, Craigory pauses a bit before sitting down, just kind of purposefully, and then it's probably not a long wait at all, but it feels like it. Both fast and slow, he's fidgeting.
Yeah, it's maybe 30 seconds at most. You sit down, the chairs are very comfortable. Like, you wouldn't think they would be, because they look like ornate as shit, but they are very comfortable. And then 30 seconds later, Jacques comes back with Asclepius, who looks rather concerned. Asclepius walks over as Jacques stays in the doorway, because he's already noticed that you don't seem to react very well to him, specifically. Not offended.
Look, he's
just
a
trying
very
to be
important person.
nice.
It's intimidating.
So Asclepius comes, sits in the chair next to you and goes, "Is everything alright?"
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no, actually, on that. It's, Craigory's gotten this far, and it's, he seems to just be psyching himself up or figuring out where to begin. So, this might be more to, I did try to cast sort of detect magic on what's going on, but also there's a lot of magic going around, and I didn't get anything potentially super specific, so, look, it might just be easier if you see.
There is concern on both of their faces.
Yeah.
Now I fucking check the giant list of spells Asclepius has. Yeah, I think we'll start with the detect magic. Pop that off.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's everything within, like, 30 feet, so I'm imagining a whole bunch of shit lights up.
Yeah, the entire room itself lights up because the car is here.
Everything.
But it's not, he's had practice at ignoring that, so he can kind of put that to one side. So he is able to focus specifically on you. So any magic items that you have, or anything magical upon your person would be lighting up right now. So what all does he see?
Well, there's a few things, because it's everything magical versus then targeted. So I think there would be two things, because Craigory, it should be noted, has made like Decimal and put the goddamn Fate of Ruin pendant in hammer space.
Good idea.
It lives there now. He was not prepared to have that thing go off during the last month.
That's fair.
Yep. So, there's two things. So one thing is actually on the arm. It is visible. It's a sort of chunk of crystal, maybe? I don't know what specifically it would be lighting up with, because if you remember Eye of the Void,
yeah,
it's that shard.
It's fucking funky. What is it that it does? Like,
so Craigory specifically, it's allows him to have like a attack at you with explosive potion, but you know there's a chance that it explodes in his face, and if he tries again, it will almost definitely explode in his face. So I guess that's probably close to like evocation.
That's probably a mix of evocation and conjuration right there.
Yeah. It reads as both of those, but also it's a demi-plane shard, so it's funky as fuck.
Yeah, it's cursed as hell, and he can tell that.
Yeah.
So that's concerning.
It doesn't seem to be what Craigory's thinking about, though. Because he's actually, there's a hesitation to it, and then a sort of stubborn fix of the shoulders. But lifting up a corner of his shirt so Asclepius can both see with magic and see with his eyes that there's something there. And even I was just saying that I didn't have the image ready. Did I delete it? Motherfucker.
I mean, it's probably higher up in the fucking roll zone.
It would be.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Again.
Already spoiled
this.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's the bitch.
It's a brand. It's like the size of Craigory's hand, palm. It's very definitely burnt in there, and it's just an eye staring out, and appropriately, the main thing that's coming off this fucker is divination magic. It's not the only thing, but I think it would be the first thing that jumps.
Yeah. There's a hissing breath from one of them, maybe both of them. You aren't quite sure.
Yeah. Other things beyond the immediate, you know, literal eye on him, haha, is a touch of evocation, bit of enchantment, some conjuration. It's a hodgepodge.
Well, that's not ideal. No, it was not the time for puns. I couldn't resist, I apologize. Anyway.
Yeah.
A real history for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you definitely get this. Yeah, Jacques knows exactly whose mark that is.
Uh-huh.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This wasn't the body that person had, was it?
No. So, it was originally put on the body that I was in, and then last night it showed up here. And then when I tried to talk to Lynn about some things, it shocked me, I think. So that's not great.
No, it's not. Is it only speech, or does it also apply to other forms of communication, such as sign language or writing?
We didn't get around to trying that. We didn't try. Lynn, was a bit concerned by the intensity of the effect, so we'll have to figure that out later.
Intensity?
I didn't stay standing. Maybe it's put it that way. I didn't know it could do that, so partly surprise.
Okay. All right. Okay. You can see him, like, one hand on his holy symbol, the other hand, kind of, like, his lips are moving as if he's, like, thinking something through, fingers twitching, like, as if he's counting something, in his head. And he kind of presses his hands together and goes, I can think of a few things I can try to try and dispel this. But if it's that strong an effect, I'm not sure what kind of backlash it will have should we fail.
Whatever you can do, I'll do it and I can take it. I don't want anything from them.
Are you certain?
Yes.
There's this glance between the two of them, and Jacques kind of shrugs slightly, while Asclepius pulls a slight face, but looks back at you. I need to remember how this works. I need to remember if he can actually use that on this. Check attack roll set. Does this count as an ability check? I don't remember. There it is. It is an ability check. Oh, fantastic. Alright. Okay. Jacques clears his throat slightly and then goes, do the best that you can. We will figure out something else if it does not work. So I need a d10. There's a d10. Because that is a bardic inspiration for Asclepius, because he is going to reach over, one hand on his holy symbol, the other hand kind of hovering over the brand, and attempt a dispel magic. We'll go... How many fucking spell slots do you have? We'll go 5th.
Right. Did you say Dispel Magic was or wasn't an ability check?
It is an ability check, so
Okay.
Bardic Inspo does proc on it.
Gotcha.
For in the case of this takes higher than a 5th level spell slot and he has to make the check for it. Which, he's trying it at 5th level. Does he have to make a check for it, or does it just work, or does it just not?
If you want to roll the numbers for it, you can.
I mean, no, it's a specific, it dispels any magical effect of the spell slot you used or lower, and if it's higher than that, then you have to make the check for it.
Okay.
That's how that works.
I think it's probably fair to say then that the check would be required.
Okay. Okay. Alright, that's a decent start. That's really good. I think, if I'm doing my math correctly, hold on. That's a 19, which would beat up to 9th level spells.
Jesus Christ.
Just barely, but still. Does it do anything, or?
Asclepius, you feel this thing... I don't know what it'd feel like to Asclepius, but probably a sense of resisting back Craigory, for his part, you know, for funsies, I'll roll a con on this. Which is a -1.
Oof.
All right, there's a definite wince as Asclepius does this, and it's both the feeling of Asclepius's magic trying to do some. Oh, okay. Question from Max: is Asclepius actually touching him?
Technically, dispel magic can be done at range. I'm going to say no, but his fingers are like maybe an inch away at most.
Mm-hmm.
AK heart emoji. That's great. Love that next. Thank you.
Ominous. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so Asclepius has dodged a bullet.
He might not continue to dodge a bullet though.
Yeah.
I don't remember if remove curse is touch. It might be.
Remove curse. If I remember correctly, it is contact.
Yeah, it's touch spell. Okay.
Yeah.
So the bullet has been dodged for this moment.
The bullet has been dodged for the moment. There was a definite reaction. Wince face made from Craigory twofold because he's feeling the sort of fight that's going on and feeling it not seem to take, and there's also just a buzz from the brand itself. I don't think it's that it's not liking that.
That does do. I need to double check a thing because this might be a thing for him specifically. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the roll failed. He keeps the inspo die. All right. So okay. With a fucking 25 medicine check, how is Craiger looking?
He's sweating a little.
Say again?
He's sweating a little. There was a bit of. It wasn't an outright sort of shock of energy like in the Lin FPS earlier, but he definitely felt a reaction from it.
Alrighty.
But mostly, he just looks really stubborn.
Okay. Okay. Asclepius sits back, eyes narrowed. That would have dispelled anything else. Okay. Takes hold of his holy symbol again, and this time actually does put a hand on the mark and is trying to remove curse.
Alright, Asclepius, make a dex save.
Dex save? Oh goodness. Okay.
A few things happen at once. One, Asclepius, you feel what feels like an electric shock from the brand into you. And then make that dex save, buddy.
Yep. And I can add the Bardic Inspo for this. That's great, because his dex save is not high.
I mean, I say that, but I should also probably roll the straight up... Yeah, do that. I'm going to roll Craig.
22! Thank God for Bardic Inspiration.
I keep on forgetting I have physical dice and I don't need to type. Oof, yeah! You definitely needed to make that.
Whoa, okay! What happened?
Craigory only got an 8 on a whiff save, and Craigory got flooded. The moment Asclepius touched him, Craigory got flooded with an impulse, a thought, an call to action. Craigory just cast Fireball at you.
Oh shit! Fireball?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Jacques also needs to make a save then. Okay, he gets a 20, that's fine. His dex save is significantly better.
God.
How many damage on that?
It's gonna be half of 8d6. And I'm just
How many damage on that?
That's... Oh god. I really hope I didn't know. So, 12.
Okay.
12.
Okay, thank god for low rolls. You don't quite manage to knock Jacques unconscious, but you do reduce him to single digits.
God. So Craigory has done that, and then
hang on, if it's Fireball, if it's Fireball, no, he doesn't. I forgot Jacques has Counterspell.
Huh.
So nothing goes off, it's fine.
Okay, so Craigory made the motion. And has...
Snap of the fingers and a nope.
Yep. For his part, Craigory scrambled back out of the seat. Chair, depending on how heavy it is, it's pretty ornate. It definitely goes skidding, and Craigory has backed up as far as he can in the room. I'm sorry.
It's
God.
okay. It's okay. You're all right.
No, it's not. Do you even know what I just tried to cast at you?
Fireball. I'm familiar, yes. I have it handled. You don't need to worry.
I just tried to attack you both.
Would you do it if you were in control?
No.
Then there you go.
Okay.
Neither of them have moved. Neither of them have moved, and neither of them look anything other than concerned for you.
Yeah. Craigory's just trying to breathe. I don't know. You touched it, and I wanted to attack you, and it came really strong and out of nowhere, so I did.
Well, we know now that that mark can compel you, and not just harm you, which is knowledge. I'd rather we hadn't learned it like that, but no one got hurt, aside from a nasty scare. We're both more concerned for you. That can't have been pleasant.
More concerned with the sort of impulse. Because, oh god, I don't think that's the first time. I was talking to Lynn, and I kept wanting... She had one of those conspiracy boards up, I just thought it was like an impulse thing. I kept wanting to, burn it.
That is probably their influence.
So, I don't know, I don't know. If this is what it is, maybe I shouldn't even be here.
Well, I'd argue here is probably the safest place for you. We've already, shall we say, we've already garnered your, your hostage takers, Aya. We've already seen that they're unwilling to move against the town as it is.
Yeah,
we can keep you safe here.
No, that's the thing. They already don't like you. So why give them another reason?
Because it'll keep you safe.
It puts you in more trouble.
Asclepius does stand up at this point.
And Craigory will just
can
watch.
handle ourselves.
You shouldn't have to.
Neither should you. This is a bad situation, and it's not one that anyone should be put into. Your safety is our primary concern. The town is equipped to defend itself. You are much safer with us. That's a D15.
Damn it, that's not. No, he rolled a 15. Muscle
You
memory.
rolled a 15 plus. That's
memory.
18 then.
Yeah. That was a, Damn it, I really am tired. Why was that a save? That could have just been a right check. But that was for Craigory to figure out kind of what he was thinking and feeling. Either way, plenty of good enough roll for Craigory to drag his hands down. Just, you're not understanding. I think they want me here. I want to go, but I also want to stay, and I'm trying to figure out which is which.
Right.
And we shouldn't give them what they want, right? So just kick me out.
There's another silent conversation between the two of them.
I can take care of myself, I'll be fine.
If they do want you here, and you leave, what's to stop them from taking out that retribution upon you? That is something we cannot allow. Not while we have the means to prevent it.
It shouldn't have to be your problem.
I'm afraid that it would be. Even if we didn't know you, which, in fairness, we are still acquaintances at the moment. Even if we didn't know you, we know Lynn. And Lynn loves you. And she is part of our town. And Halloweentown protects its own.
Just, so long as you're aware, then I guess that's, what this is, making you aware that whatever this is, I'm a liability, I guess. I don't know.
You're not a liability. You are a potential danger. Then again, so many other things in this town are as well.
So long as you're sure.
We're sure.
And you can change your mind at any point, like, this is your town. I've been staying in your manor.
Stop trying to convince us otherwise. We know what we're doing. There is like a little wry smile on Asclepius' face as he says that.
I mean, I'm not trying to say you're incompetent.
You are trying to convince us to change your mind. Even if you aren't aware. Take a seat. just back in the chair you shoved back from the table. I don't know what your strength is right now. But you probably shoved it maybe like a foot or so away from the table.
You know what? Let's roll. Oh.
7. Right. Okay.
8.
Okay, you shoved it an inch away from the table then.
Wait, shoved away or towards?
Away from the table.
I thought he was told to take a seat.
Yeah, the chair that you were sitting in that you stood up out of.
Cool. So the 7 was actually a whiz save for hearing a direct command, and Craigory immediately does that. And then he makes a face and just goes, "Ah, God damn it."
Okay, interesting. Alright. Jacques, I'm begging you to get better rolls. That's still a dirty 20, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. What the fuck is your insight modifier against Cubbies? 13. Dirty 30.
That's not a sentence you hear often.
No. I think they can kind of twig. Yes, commands. Mayhaps not the best.
So I don't... So say I stay, like, what happens now then? I've just kind of been existing, and you're like, I can move out. Network?
I mean, you can move to network if you want. You can stay here if you want to.
I mean, it's your house, home, mansion thing. It's your space. I don't want to intrude.
If people in need of a place to stay were intruding, we wouldn't have spare rooms.
Then, all right. I mean, better to keep an eye on me anyway, right?
You could think of it like that. Jacques is going to take his own seat and begin casting something. You can roll Arcana if you want. He pulls out. Actually, I was supposed for this. A 5. Okay, cool. He pulls out a little brazier and some strips of something white. 20. Okay, yeah. He's casting Legend Lore, so he'll be there for 10 minutes.
Huh. Craigory might know what that is, but I don't.
Okay, so Legend Lore is a spell, a divination spell, 5th level. You name or describe a person, place, or object, and the spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore of the thing you named. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. So, yeah, he's gonna spend 10 minutes and cast that. I I think it's fair to say the thrall is probably of legendary importance, considering it, everything.
Considering everything, Jacques cast "Tell me what the fuck you are."
Yeah, Jacques cast "Tell me what the fuck you are." You might, but not right now. Because while Jacques does that, Asclepius is once again looking over the brand because he still has to tech magic up. And what fucking spells do you have, my guy? No. I should actually probably add your subclass into this list. Why did Clarice get so many fucking spells? Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine your pain right now. I have that with Abigail at 5.
This list is so long. Okay, let's take a fucking look here. Tried to dispel magic. We've tried to remove curse. Da da dee da da dee do. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try this as well. This. Oh. Okay. Yep. So, Asclepius casts another spell. This one is Dispel Evil and Good. So it appears as like a shimmering energy mirage thing around him that he then reaches forward and touches the mark again to try and use the following doodad from it. Let me just fucking copy this over. That. I don't know if this is gonna work. It might, considering what the thrall is.
Charm, frightened, possessed. Well,
he's going out on a limb for this.
Yeah. It's a good guess, but I'll tell you, Craigory isn't possessed. He's not charmed, he's not any of these things technically, so unfortunately, this also no-sells. And Asclepius didn't learn from last time. You get another fucking electric zap.
Another zappity zap? That's fine.
And rolling was safe for Craigory, I think, because, he also beefs this bad enough that, let me pull up I have never used this spell before.
Oh goodness. What spell is
Craigory's gonna have to make a ranged, Asclepius is right there, but Craigory's still gonna have to make a ranged, attack.
Because he's right next to you.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
That was me.
That right
I was
now.
putting, that was me belatedly putting the whiz save. The actual thing to try and hit is, it is a 14. Do it.
No, it doesn't.
Nope. Oh wait, with advantage you said.
Disadvantage, because you're using a range attack in
Well,
melee.
the second one was worse, so it's actually a 12.
Yeah, no, that still misses. the spell just, he kind of like jerks his head out the way and the spell goes sailing off into the wall.
Yeah,
what were you casting?
A beam of crackling green energy. And...
The fuck is that?
You want to make an Arcana check? Craigory's gonna be doing that too.
Yes? The fuck? That's sick as hell. That's... right. What the fuck is your Arcana? Not great. Fucking 14.
Well, Craigory got a 22. He definitely recognizes this. Asclepius You might. Asclepius probably has reason to recognize it generally. Craigory goes absolutely pale. You know, for fun, that's enough for Asclepius to know, hey, that was like fucking Eldritch Blast?
Interesting. Okay.
And Craigory is leaned away again because he got hit with the impulse, intrusive thought when Asclepius touched him to make Asclepius not do that. And his instinct was something he shouldn't even have access to the spell. And with a 22, I think he knows exactly what the fuck that means. Okay, no, I do think I actually need to go this time. Yeah, no.
Hold on.
No. Craigory's getting up.
Craigory, do you mind sitting back down for me?
Craigory doesn't leave, but he also... Craigory makes to move like he's going to continue leaving, but I need to roll another with fuck.
God damn it.
No, he sits the fuck back down. You didn't order him, but his head shoots right up even a bit after you said it, and he sits the fuck down.
I was hoping that wouldn't register as a command. Okay.
I never agreed to a warlock pact. Why? Is the thrall even powerful enough for that?
It would appear so. Or something is channeling itself through them.
That's not fair. What the...
Let's take a moment. I'll go get some tea. We'll see what Jacques finds out from that legend lore. And then we can figure out how to proceed. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yes, please. And Craigory's just going to sit there waiting for tea. His head is kind of in his hands, elbows on the table.
Yep. Asclepius looks over at Jacques, who is focusing on the spell, but does have a look of deep concern on his face now. Quickly ducks out, comes back maybe a minute later with tea, pours a cup for Craigory, and I forget which one of these it is. Okay, it's that one for you, George. Okay, just gives you has like figured out probably from the first time touch no bueno. So just kind of mumbles, well, not really mumbles, says it loud enough for you to hear, but not like loudly. We will figure this out. And casts healing word at 2nd level. I need d4s. Yes. Oh shit, my dice. I'm back. Don't fall off the table. That's better. You regain 9 hit points if
Hooray.
you've lost any.
Hex and I hadn't agreed. We hadn't thought about, like, yeah, what would the damage be on those fun, hey, no, zaps from Thrall, so I haven't called for any damage. But you know what? I feel like, yeah, 9 will probably do Craigory some good.
At the very least, it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
It's this kind of calming, earthy, planty, like, washes over your senses.
It's a good sensation. It's just
Yeah.
good vibes.
Okay. So, Jacques finishes up the casting of the spell, and says, the thrall. What does he get with a legend lore?
Well, hello, hi.
Hi, guest star.
Guest star,
Surprise!
surprise! Hi. Well, what all does he know about the thrall already?
Got like the 20 earlier.
Yeah.
he got over a 20 earlier, and he's done research before.
So he would know all of the basic shit, and
yeah.
probably a little more in depth, on, like, a few things of, like, the basics of deals in magic, does trades, fortunes, etc., etc. He would know, they're old as balls. He would actually get that they are very extremely old. Man, I'm trying to figure out, like, what is he looking to get? How about that first?
He's honestly, like, the spell itself brings a brief summary into mind. Like, this is the description. It brings a brief summary into mind about the lore. So, like, anything and everything, really. But his intent would be the kind of magic they possess and how to counteract it.
Okay, so, with that being in mind, a lot of what they kind of deal in is divination and enchantments. So a lot of what they do involves being able to watch and learn and know. And actually, that is a thing. Jacques would get that the thrall collects and preserves everything. The general term is knowledge that he's given. So they preserve knowledge. And given how much he already knows, he would get the idea that it is a driving factor for everything that they do. They want to preserve knowledge that is their entire purpose in life, is to do that. And gaining more and cataloging and keeping that is all of their magic is kind of geared towards doing that, and also trading in it. So they always keep it, but they do exchange and trade when offered for typically more in some way.
Okay.
I can give more if need be. Yeah.
I mean, what else would he get? Basically.
They have never had any kind of something like this. This is new. And
Baby's first warlock. Aww.
And they are, he would get that they are, I've said old, we're talking before the first erasure old. And he would get also, this will be a fun one, that they follow a deity that is long dead now. Would he get that information though? No, because it's not on that one, so it's just on the thrall. So he wouldn't get the name of that deity, but he would get that information of, like, the one pushing them to do this is that deity, more than likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you for that guest star. Okay.
Yeah.
Jacques would summarize this information for the other two's benefit.
Which, if he summarized, this is where Hex, to confirm, does Craigory know the name of that dead god?
Yes.
Yeah. Craigory can fill in that gap. It's their god, which is kind of dead. I don't know how dead things work, because, like, they're very... It's dead. He's dead, but also Thrall's still around and has I don't know how it all works, but the name is... Fuck, I might mispronounce it. Is it Ongham? Ogham?
First one, you got it.
Ogham.
Ongham.
Fuck.
Soft G, you had it right the first time.
Types it in chat.
Yeah, that. Okay. All right.
Like,
religion checks it is. Figure out what the fuck.
One more interruption, I forgot. Jacques would also get that Thrall had a connection with the Thing. They were, kind of close colleagues.
Yep. Unsurprising.
Yep. Forgot about that bit.
Cool. Religion checks to figure out what the fuck is going on. Asclepius, my dog. Oh, that's better.
yeah,
Cool.
way better than a 10.
Yep. Listen, one of them has proficiency in intelligence skills, and it's not Asclepius.
I don't think Jacques is gonna get much beyond that's a dead god from the first erasure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe was a god of knowledge, but that's about it.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. That's concerning.
So, I mean, I already asked this, but then we got new information. What now?
Asclepius stands up, moves away from the table, and then sits cross-legged on the floor. Takes its holy symbol off and holds it in both hands. Where's my D percentile? There it is. Oh shit, fell off the table. Nope, that's a fail.
Oh?
It's 6. He holds his holy symbol and then goes... actually, do you speak... You speak giant?
Giving a quick check? No. He speaks Yeti, but not giant.
What the fuck is... Never mind. Yeah, no, he says something in giant. Pauses for a moment and then sighs slightly, looks up, opens his eyes, looks up at Jacques and just shakes his head. And Jacques goes, "Damn it. Okay. We'll try that again tomorrow."
What was that?
Divine intervention.
Oh. Would that work on a pact? I don't know how warlocks work. I only know, like,
Well-
one.
Typically, the way a warlock pact functions is, at its core, similar to but different to a paladin oath or a cleric domain. When a cleric or a paladin makes a connection to a deity, they do it because they believe in that deity and they follow those beliefs. When a warlock makes a pact with a deity or some other worldly force, it is usually a transaction. The warlock gets powers in return for doing something for the deity. That could be finding knowledge or seeking out this warlock's enemies. It is not uncommon for there to be some fine print to such a pact, especially if you're making a pact to, say, some kind of devil. I have not heard... Well, that's not quite true. I have heard of warlock pacts being made unintentionally. Never like this. Usually it's someone begging to some otherworldly power that hears them. But to my knowledge, you've never asked the thrall for anything.
No, God. No, I didn't ask. But I want to have Craigory roll a history.
Sure, yeah. Deep sense of the way.
What's your history mod, buddy? Yeah. 18 on history. Now that he's kind of had that laid out, and he's been trying to think, like, when the hell would this have started? When the hell would he have it said, yeah, absolutely, load me up with extra power. Oh, captor of mine, he's been trying to figure that out. And then he remembers a particular exchange. So they put this on me, right? Gestures kind of at his hip. If it seems like they're done trying to, poke and prod the thing and getting blasted at for it, he's gonna tuck the shirt back in.
Yeah, that's fair. They're pretty much done with the poking and prodding.
Yeah. When that got put in, I could feel it was magical, and, they had said at the time it was to keep an eye on me, but I thought it was like for while I was still there, but not long after that, they Craigory seems to be kind of genuinely struggling with this. They wanted me to say I was theirs, and eventually I said yes. So.
Roll insight.
Oh boy. Oh, thank God.
19.
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay. Oh. How best do I describe? The air has changed. And it's what's the way that this would feel? There is inherent to the town. There is this kind of filter which kind of dims light and gives this faint feel to everything. Those who are particularly nervous individuals or particularly attuned to the feel of an environment would be able to feel this kind of gentle, spooky aura. It's not gentle anymore. There is a weight to it. There is a rage to it. And Asclepius is looking at Jacques, and Jacques looks furious.
Craigory
Takes a moment.
knows this is probably not, like, at him, but he's still kind of leaning away a bit where he's seated.
Yeah.
He would know this is not at him, but it's still like it's a fucking aura. And it's everywhere.
Yeah. Jacques takes a moment, steeples his hands in front of his face. Sits very, very still for a moment before kind of giving a little jerky nod. And Asclepius casts Calm Emotions. So you can choose to fail that save, or you can try and save against it.
No, Craigory will fail that. Calm Emotion
Cool.
sounds nice.
The aura does relent, and there's a kind of tinge to this sheepish apologetic tinge to it before it fully recedes, and then Jacques relaxes again, kind of rolls his shoulders a bit and goes, "Thank you. That was okay. That was a lot." Coercion under duress is not consent, and I am rather, shall we say, irritated that they would take it as such.
I mean, there was nothing consensual about anything there. So, I mean, part of the course.
I had hoped that I would be the last. That's annoying.
The lost?
I didn't mean to say that. Well, I suppose a bit of quid pro quo. Although, Asclepius, can you, yeah, 1 second. And Asclepius, well, excuse me while I fucking scroll through this giant list of spells, because I know that he has something for this. Fucking, what the hell is it? What the hell is the spell called? Fucking... Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Who the fuck has it? Oh, it might have been... Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, yeah. He grabs his holy symbol, casts sending, because it's not actually him who has it, it is Ro. Casts sending, sends a fucking message. I'm not gonna bother counting out 25 words for this. Sits back and waits. We're just calling someone who can, protect against such divination magics, just in case they are listening in.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Good idea. I mean, it is a literal, the symbol's a literal eye, right?
I'd have to do more research, but I'd have to wonder if that's not their symbol, but this Arnhem's. Something for later. Anyway, there's a knock. Asclepius goes to answer the door. Comes back with Ro. Has Craigory met Ro before?
Nope, not in game, so I'm gonna say no. He has no idea who this is. He has not had the chance to go meeting many people from Halloweentown yet. He's been, like, sleeping.
Cool. This is, 5'9", dark-skinned, curly hair, vampire, as is evidenced by the fucking fangs and the red eyes. Let me grab its picture and spoiler it for Scopo, because I should know something in the camera. That's Ro.
Yep.
Who kind of, like, comes in and raises an eyebrow. It's not often that you call upon me for this particular spell. What is going on? cast it, and then we'll talk. So, yeah, well, 10 minutes, 10 minutes of casting later, we have a private sanctum. This spell takes a while.
Nice.
Cool. So private sanctum, for those unaware, it's would it be big enough to cover the entire? No, it wouldn't. Okay, it just does it for the room. It's fine. It is a 4th level spell. You can decide what sort of security it provides, choosing any of all the following properties. Sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the wooded area. The barrier of the wooded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision through it. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier at its perimeter. Creatures inside the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing to teleport in or out. Lane travel is blocked. So yeah, he's doing this for prevention of teleportation and also prevention of fucking divination. And then takes a seat and raises a fucking eyebrow because this is fucking weird.
Craigory just sits there awkwardly, knowing he's the entire reason for this.
Jacques staples his hands and goes, I was not the first mayor of Halloweentown. And that is not something you'll find in most history books.
Huh. Alright, then who was?
Excuse me while I fucking scroll through my notes to find the name. It's been a while.
Lore,
And it changed.
lore.
It changed recently. Where the fresh fuck? Cool. There it is. His name was... His name was Corvitz. And he was the Pumpkin King.
Huh.
He founded the town. I was his student. We don't know what used to be where Halloweentown is before the last erasure, but Akara did exist then. She was changed, we think, by the erasure, became what she is now. But the person who ran, owned, ruled, we don't know. Whatever used to be here. They came back. They attacked. And my mentor was ambushed. It vanished. Halloweentown is more than just a town. Kara is the town. Kara is the power of the town, but the power of the town requires an anchor. And that had been what? But with him gone, well, someone had to step up.
And you didn't get to choose that?
She apologized afterward, but no, I didn't. I was not made to be the anchor of this town. That's why I... And he gestures to himself, and the cracks that run through his bones. I am as much bound to this place as she is now. I can leave briefly, but not for very long.
Oh. That's, That's rough, buddy. I had to.
Jacques does start chuckling at that. Asclepius has one hand, just, like, cradling his head, like, oh my god, why? Why that of all things? Meanwhile, Ro is fucking picking his jaw up off the floor.
Craigory is trying to turtle into his shirt and hide. It just came out.
Gods. Jacques, like, waves a hand like that was very funny. You don't need to, I take no offense.
Yeah, it's still not great. I don't mean to make light. It's just, I don't know. What do you say to that? But, like, things have turned out all right, I think.
We've made the best of it. But that is why we are going to help you get free of this.
Okay. Thank you for, everything.
Wait, free of what? What happened with you? I assume some kind of forced pact, but what? Ro is fucking locked out the loop.
Yeah. Craigory kind of looks at Jacques like, is this going to be like a secret, or?
Well, we had planned to tell the council, but we wanted to get your permission first. This is your secret to deal with.
Yeah, and it's your town if I stay.
Fair enough. And Jacques will fill Ro in, who also looks horrified. Starts thinking. Well, I can start casting Private Sanctum over the mana, over the network. One cast every day for a year will make it permanent. You will be safe in those areas. Or safer, I suppose.
1 year is a lot of time for Thrall to voyeurism a bunch.
Perhaps. But there are places in the towns that are already voted. Such. My office is one. The emergency catacombs beneath the city.
The emergency what?
The catacombs. In the events that we need to do a town-wide evacuation, there are a series of catacombs running beneath the entire city, maintained mostly by the vampires. They are big enough to house everyone in the town. And, if needed, they have escape points into the valley.
Okay. That's neat. Good, yes. Craigory's distinctly not going to say what his first thought was when he heard emergency catacombs. Just in case.
I'm rolling insight for everyone in the room at the moment. Oh my god. For once, Ro actually got a fucking decent insight. Okay. That's Ro. Shucks, buddy. Okay. Yeah, no, you were gonna get it either way, motherfucker. So, 2 17s and 27.
Oh yeah, all those are plenty enough. Craigory's first thought had been distinctly, it was like loud on his facial expression even, for if everyone suddenly dies?
Half the town is already dead, Craigory. That would be quite an impressive feat.
Look, I didn't say I was smart.
You are a visitor, are you not? That requires some amount of brains.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Well, it requires more brains than, say, power given unto a person by the blood.
Maybe the more accurate thing to say, would you agree it requires brains but not wisdom? There we go. We can be dumb.
That is a fair statement, yes. We do attempt to teach our students that wisdom is fairly important, but the nature of the arcane profession is that we tend to take risks that others might consider slightly explosive, perhaps? I wasn't going to say that. You know, I do have some modicum of respect.
I mean, basically a family saying, or growing up, it's fuck around and find out.
I like that. That is a good saying to live by.
See, exactly.
And if you write it down, you have science.
Yes, exactly. You get it. You get it. And Gregory's like pointing excitedly.
Asclepius has his head in his hands again. And Jacques is just like, please don't create another giant form of war jello in the middle of town. That is all I ask.
Yeah, no, absolutely I will not. I mean, I don't know how I created that in the first place, which is a good thing, because that is very much something Thrall had wanted to know. So, yeah, definitely no jellos or thaumaphores or combinations thereof.
Interesting. Ro looks up. What all languages do you know?
Craigory knows. Screen. No, don't log me out!
Oh
DMV!
no! Oh no!
DMV, why would you do this to me? And now I need to see. One moment, please. The screen froze, and then it logged me out when I tried to backspace to unfreeze it.
Oh no! You have my fucking sympathy.
Okay, here, and we're kicked back to character list. Fuck me. Alright. Open. Open. Open sesame. DMV my beloved. Okay, here we go. Proficiencies. Craigory knows Common, Grolix, Yeti, Abyssal, Celestial, Primordial.
Okay, cool. Good to know, good to know. So you do understand what's being said.
Thrall looks over at Jacques and says in Abyssal,
Should I keep him away from our other guest? And Jacques looks back and goes, that would probably be wise, yes. In Abyssal still.
Other guest, and Craigory replies in Abyssal.
Huh. So the language is not commonly spoken. I'm mildly impressed with your fluency.
I don't know about fluent, but enough.
Still, it is
clearly.
not a language that most would study.
Which is kind of why I picked it, honestly.
Understandable.
So, I guess you don't need to tell me, considering everything. I just, curious, you know?
You'll have to forgive us our caution. We don't know just yet how much Thrall can influence you.
I mean, it hasn't felt like Gias. It's just felt like, you know, when you get like an impulse and you know it's like nonsensical or kind of dumb, but it still occurs to you. That's kind of what it's like, but when the brain got poked, it, you know, hit. like a sledgehammer to the head a bit, and yeah, that's how that works, I think. It seems.
Interesting.
But it's private sanctum. They probably can't do anything. They certainly can't hear. They can't hear. And Craigory like slams his hands on the table. I know things.
Yes, what? Yes, you do. Right, hold on. Ross starts digging through his jacket for a notepad and pen.
I mean, don't know if it warrants that. It's pretty sure. Okay. Okay. Hex is messaging me. We already agreed this was cool. But Craigory can feel the brand buzzing, but it doesn't hurt, and like this is not going to fucking stop him. It's not sending to him his knees gritted, teeth gritted in pain, and therefore he can say it, and he's going to power through it and like, fuck you, Thrall. Here we go.
That's 9, fantastic. Jacques also pulls out a fucking roll of parchment and a quill. Extra motherfucker that he is.
Yeah.
Ready to take notes, and Ro is ready to take notes, and Asclepius is watching ready in case you fucking keel over.
Yeah, Craigory's like leaned over to see on a table, hands on her. She's like, Thrall wants a thaumativore because it sounds crazy when I say it, but hear me out. They want to destroy Erasure?
Repeat that last bit, please?
I mean, I don't... How else do you want me to say it? They want to kill a god.
That's impossible.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it is impossible by mortal means.
Yeah, that's like what I told them. I mean, yeah, that's why they're interested in thaumativores. You know, they eat magic, and one, definitely not. I think the idea is they want more than one. You know, they're a collector. That's the big thing. That's what I was trying to tell Lynn.
Even if they have many, an infinite number, a deity goes beyond the laws of magic. It goes beyond even Zviv.
Yeah, I know. I was like... That's what I was saying. It sounds stupid, right? And even if they succeeded, that's like a whole pillar of Aquil.
So why do they think they can do it? Or, more to the point, what do they hope to accomplish by doing it?
Hex, again, to confirm, does Craigory know the entire mode of reason?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
He learned a lot.
He did. Craigory's both simultaneously terrible and excellent at talking. He's picked up a fair bit. He cuts a glance at Jacques and goes, that god of theirs, the reason it's no longer around is because of an erasure event. Maybe the first one?
Well, that would make sense. It is pre-erasure.
Yeah, well, there's been multiple erasure events, right? The point is, erasure killed their god. Or as good as. And they also don't want another erasure event to happen ever again. Ever.
What the fuck would this roll be?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Fucking connect the dots. I was trying to figure out if this would be a skill, if this would just be flat intelligence, what the fuck? Actually, hang on, let me fucking roll religion first for, Ro. Oh shit, that's not bad. That's not like it's less than Jacques got, but it's not bad. No, not plus 22, plus 5. What the fuck was I doing? Brain went through in there. Who is this dead god? Its name is Ongum. Ongum vows at Isolde. I don't know much about it, so. Fucking okay. We're gonna roll. Fucking shit. Would investigation work for this? Do you think, Hex? To connect the dots, connect shit.
Text to speech from Hex.
Straight intelligence. Okay. Alright. Alright, off to a start from Asclepius with 16. Oh no, Jacques does not get it. That's a fucking 4.
Buddy!
Bro, come on.
Is that a nat 1?
Yes. Nat 1 to nat 20!
Yo!
25! It's 25 to enough to connect the dots. Sick. Oh, that's a good point. Jacques does have the luck feat. Hold on. I forgot about that. Nope, that's not better. Well, it is better, but not much.
Not enough.
7. God. Anyway, so with a 25, what dots does Ro manage to connect? Because my brain is dead.
Okay, you're gonna have to,
Try to puzzle out from the pieces of this is a mostly dead god, possibly of knowledge from pre-erasure, and Thrall is trying to kill erasure.
Okay, likely that the god is not... It's dead, but not in the same way that you would be dead, because gods die weird.
Yep.
Immortal and all of that. So something about it is clinging to Thrall, which is probably why they're still alive. And probably also what's driving them to want to do this. Because Thrall seems like the person that's smart, the type that's smart enough to know that this is a fool's errand, so why would they continue doing this unless something was pushing them, like, beyond their control? And gotcha. That likely they know that they might not be able to remove erasure completely, but they might try to replace it with something.
Resurrect a dead god with another god. Great.
Maybe? Yeah.
Do a little swapsy.
Yeah. Just a little swap. Well. Fucking Ro goes ashen from that realization. Scheiße. What if this god isn't quite dead in the way that you and I are dead, Jacques? Oh. Shit. That's... Huh.
Like Ghost? How they're dead but not? Dead but still here? Dead but still thinking?
Kind of. And that would make sense. This is a fool's errand. Gods die weird. They They don't die like a mortal does. They can hang around, particularly if there's something or someone that they're attached to.
I mean, even if they fail, that's still one or more Thomvors they would like to have at their disposal. That's not good. They could turn that on anything.
That, or they could use that power to bring something back or put something in its place. If that is what you're implying, Ro. Well, it makes the most sense. And if we are right, and this Ongum is a god of knowledge, there's a certain comic irony in replacing something that destroys knowledge with something that would wish to preserve it.
You know what? In terms of connecting dots, what was it? Straight intelligence for dot connecting?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do... Okay, what's your mod again first? Yeah, you're proficient in that. +6. Nice.
You can't be proficient with an ability modifier.
Wait. Fuck. I keep on mixing up investigation and intelligence. I keep on doing this. They both start with I. But 16 for dot connecting, and I think that's enough for Craigory to stop. Craigory to think. Craigory's head goes in his hands. They have a way of cloning. They've got someone who knows how to do that. They swapped out me for them. So
that is an incredibly high power. That's a very high level spell.
Yeah, and Henrik only ever used it to make more of themselves. And even then it was this weirdly modded bit. I don't know if they can clone things that aren't themselves.
I have to double check. What? Oh, this is a necromancy spell. Fan-fucking-tastic. Cool. I'm giving him advantage on this because this is his school. That's good already. What's your Arcana? +9. Okay, yeah, we'll take the other one. Fucking 28 on the Arcana check. It's not impossible, since that he is casting the spell. You simply make a clone of whatever creature your flesh, the flesh sample is from. Typically, it is used to clone oneself. Because typically it's used by people seeking to cheat death.
Yeah, that fits them. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we really can't let Thrall have a Thaumaphore. At all. Ever.
We have to consider that going against them, taking an active stance against them, it may turn into all-out war.
It would. I don't know if I'd recommend it. They have a lot stored in that archive of theirs, and it's not just books. It's like scrolls and spells. Weapons, maybe. I don't know the full extent. The thing is huge, and I only went in there a few times.
Then we do like what they do with dragons when we're in Macabe's den. We already know we have things here that they want. I would never recommend offering them up, because that's just foolish in the extreme. Especially her. But it is an option. The last resort, most likely.
I mean, I guess just keep things as they are. Stop any progress.
Some of those are very few and far between. If we can locate any that are within Einquire, perhaps even within Veruma, as the closest continent to this place, we will likely be able to, at the very least, stall, which will give us more time to prepare. The others should really be here for this. We're planning on calling a meeting after this.
To be fair, I got the impression this is a goal they've had a long time. This isn't happening quickly. Potentially centuries.
Well, given that I had not heard of them until the shipment was brought in, they were likely doing this under the radar, so to speak. But now, well, you two would know better than I am. You've always had a sense for these things. Looking at Jacques and Asclepius, who, exchange a look. Asclepius stands back up and goes to stand a pace behind and to the side of where his husband is sat. You get the impression that this is a very practiced position. This is something they do a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel it. The eyes of this world and the people beyond are upon it now. This will come to a head sooner rather than later.
I'll help if I can. I don't know, this is big.
Jacques favors you with a smile, a fond smile, and goes, "Well, any and all hands would be greatly appreciated." If this does turn into war, well, let's hope it doesn't.
Yeah, here's hoping. I know this turned into a whole way other big thing, but thanks again.
Of course. Halloweentown has a policy for extending help where we can.
Much appreciated.
I'll keep asking. We'll figure something.
I don't know, are you feeling is that where we end it? I don't think I have anything else.
I think that's probably wise, considering we're coming up on an hour and 3/4.
Yeah, this
I almost said 3/4 of an hour, but that's not it.
I thought you were going to just straight up say 3 hours, and I was like, no, it's not.
No.
But, yeah, lore.
Lots of lore.
Unexpected lore everywhere. But, wow, thank you, RJ.
No worries.
This has been off-brand. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to stop my recording.
Very gracious.
Yeah.
Bye, listeners.
Goodbye.